Hey everyone, I got a bit of a dilemma here today that I'm trying to resolve. Basically, I've got two turntables. I'm thinking of simplifying a little bit and getting it down to one, but I'm having real issues about which one to get rid of. I've had the suggestion from some people on Canuck Audio that said sell both of your turntables because they're both vintage turntables. Sell them both and then get a like a real one. Thing is, I like that advice because I could sell them probably each for about $200. So I put about $400 in my pocket. Even if I threw an extra couple hundred in there, that's let's say $600 I could spend on a new turntable, and you can get some good stuff for that. However, a lot of those new turntables, I think is debatable whether or not they're better than a vintage turntable or the vintage turntables that I have. Either one of them, I think that's definitely an argument. And the second thing is that you're going to be paying for a cartridge, and in and around the $400 to $600 range, you're sometimes paying for a good cartridge in there with the turntable. Like you see that Ortofon 2M Red show up quite a bit at that range. I'm finding, at least the turntables I'm looking at, and there's others, but I'd be drawn toward that as a quality cartridge. However, I have quality cartridges, so that leaves me then with the specter of buying a turntable that might not be as mechanically great because they're factoring into the price, whatever they had needed to pay for their Ortofon 2M Red. So a $600 turntable might only be worth about $450. I'm not saying there's going to be a big difference, but I think you understand my point. Well, let me show you once again, if you haven't seen them before, my two turntables. I'll talk about them a little bit and I don't know, maybe you can help me out. All right, just finished listening to this. Stop Making Sense, Talking Heads. Sonically, actually a really great album. Sounds really good on my setup. And so here is my first turntable. It's a quartz drive, so the speed locks in really well. Is that focused? Let me try. That's better, right? Okay, so let's come back over here. It's a Technics SLQ2. It's a direct drive, as you can clearly see there. I love that it has the automatic return, but so does my other one. The sound on this is, I'm actually just going to say it right out of the gate, better than the other turntable I'm going to show you. I have two problems with this turntable. Now, maybe three. One, that it is a quartz lock, and my other one has a pitch control, and I have fun with the pitch control. Now, this holds perfect speed, so there's no need to mess with it anyway. And the question would be, am I going to get sick of messing with the speed on the other one, on my realistic? Well, we'll get to that one in a sec. So that's one differentiating between the two right away is one has a pitch control, one has quartz lock, and it's dialed in, and it's probably never going to go anywhere. And if it does, I can adjust it. I just have to flip this over and open it up and so on. Second thing is the cover. Well, it's not the cover. The cover's great, but the hinges are not great. But on my other one, the hinges are fantastic, and the cover is fantastic. So the hinges are a bit of a problem. So that's the second thing. And the third thing is actually kind of important. I find this kind of ugly. It's plasticky looking. It's okay, but I'd give it like a 5 out of 10 as far as appearance goes. My other one, the one I'm going to show you in a second, is far better looking. So that's it. Again, the sound is great. The sound is better than the other one, marginally, but I think better. Okay, so here we are at my realistic RD 8100. It's the same as a Hitachi something or other. So yes, it's a Radio Shack turntable, but look at the plinth. I mean, it's good looking. The head shell is very retro. I think I prefer the head shell on my Techniques, but this is pretty cool. I think it's an original actually. Yeah, realistic. There you go. So again, in Canada, that means Radio Shack. Some of the lettering has come off right here, and then there was a whole bunch here that I just finished taking it off completely by myself. But see, here they've got a nice automatic bits going on, pitch, I love the arm. I love the design. Now the Techniques had a S arm as well. Is that what it's called? Like a curved arm. But I just love the look of this. You can't really count my mat because I mean I could put that on anything. But it's just such a wonderful, wonderful looking piece of equipment. These little rubber pieces are because of the cover, which I don't have on right now. Again, there's a sonic argument to be made for the idea of not playing your records under cover of a plastic, putting it in a box because of the sound bouncing around and coming back and resonating back on the stylus. So there it is, you guys. My two turntables. I think I want to get rid of one of them, put a couple $100 in pocket, and then, maybe look at another set of headphones or some speakers. So, I don't know. Any suggestions? What do you think I should do?